Thanks and welcome to the 6:50 News with me, Kejang Henry Athimbe. First things first, our headlines. The town of Cambe is back in the news this Friday, October 4, this time around through a huge demonstration to condemn what the population says are attempts to sabotage some of the architects of the peace that is reigning in that locality. And of course, they ended up pleading with the senior divisional officer to speedily send their message to the head of state, a message which they summarized in 4 pages. And from rising transportation costs to reduce productivity, bad roads are taking a heavy toll on the economy. We delve into the key challenges businesses on National Road number 3 are facing. And the Teachers' Day, or teachers are bracing up to commemorate the 30th edition of World Teachers' Day. They have carried out both pedagogic and extracurricular activities to mark the celebration. And on the sidelines of Teachers' Day, Cameroonian teachers are demanding more recognition through a new social contract with the authorities. Top stories. And hook up with us on our different platforms for more consultation and continuity news. The town of Cambe is back on the news this Friday, October 4, and this time around through a huge demonstration to condemn what they say is an attempt to sabotage some of the architects of the peace that is reigning in that locality. The demonstrators actually ended up pleading with the senior divisional officer for the Ndonga Mantom division to speedily send their message to the head of state, a message which they summarized in 4 pages. Sharifa Saleh with calls from our Northwest Chief Correspondent, Annie Collins.
The SDO, peace. The DO, peace. The Mayor, peace. The Parliamentarian, peace.
Thousands of people have this October 2024 staged a peaceful march in Cambe, chief town of the Ndonga Mantung division of the Northwest region, to reaffirm their stance for peace and support to state institutions, denouncing what they describe as attempts to sabotage whom they say are the architects of the peaceful atmosphere reigning in Cambe.
We are one, hey, we are together, we are one.
For peace and development.
We are one, hey, we are together, we are one.
Waving peace plans and carrying placards bearing a variety of messages, the demonstrators meandered through the main streets of the town and culminated at the senior divisional office, where they handed a memorandum to the administrator for onward and speedy transmission to the head of state.
You have to continue to fight for the peace. Yes. And we send those messages to the head of state. I think that you want to thank the head of state. Yes. Because if you are there, if you are there, it's because the head of state sent us to build hospital, to continue to give the peace to the population, to continue to fight against blackmail, sabotage, to continue to send the child in school.
The main objective of this peaceful march is to encourage the government and thank the government for the so many projects that they have given to the sub-division, and also to continue to encourage the senior divisional officer of the division that living together is one of the highest pride of this community.
The demonstrators are making allusion to recent social media information about the elected municipal and legislative officials on Cambe of accusations linked to the current security crisis in the region, which both the mayor and the parliamentarian have described as mere sabotage, because Cambe had ere long distanced itself from acts of violence and opting for a united Cameroon ever since the outbreak of the close to 8-year security crisis plaguing the Northwest region.
Thanks very much, Sheriff Faisal, reporting there with us from our chief correspondent, Annie Collins. Let's examine the deteriorating roads, or how deteriorating roads are impacting on the businesses across the country. And from rising transportation costs to reduced productivity, bad roads are taking a very heavy toll on the economy. Ambo Gladys Dibang now delves into the key challenges businesses on National Road number 3 are facing.
Filled with cracks, potholes and uneven surfaces, the 397 kilometers National Road number 3 that runs from Yaoundé in the central region to Idenau in Fako in the southwest region has become an increasing problem for businesses. This makes commutes more longer, stressful, and leads to frequent vehicle repairs.
We have so much potholes on the road, and the consequences are the time we used to make on those roads, the damage our trucks used to carry while moving on those roads.
Experts have observed that buses and trucks, which previously managed up to 3 daily trips between Douala and Yaoundé, are now unable to maintain the same frequency due to deteriorating road conditions. This decline not only affects the revenues of transport operators, but also significantly impacts government's income.
Their revenue will be decreased, notably their turnover. And secondly, concerning the government, the taxes generally collected by the government monthly through those transportation operators will decrease.
As companies grapple with delays in transporting goods, missed delivery deadlines, and escalating operational costs, there is a growing concern that this situation will trigger price hikes across various consumer products.
We can also observe, let's say, the birth of inflation in some commodities like the cooking gas.
The second phase of the rehabilitation of National Road number 3 has kicked off, promising much needed relief for road users and businesses alike.
We are seeing that some major areas are being treated, and we just plead that the whole section, when you realize that from Douala to Edea today we have to spend at least 3 hours because of the type of the road, we think they should start from there and to walk the whole Douala-Yaoundé road, which is a very necessity.
Investing in road infrastructure is not only a necessity, but also an opportunity, as good roads can improve competitiveness, stimulate trade, reduce cost, and create a more dynamic and resilient economy.
And the road axis connecting Bazou to Bangante in the west region of the country is equally on a very critical state. This has caused disruptions in agriculture and transportation as travelers find it extremely difficult to navigate through the 17-kilometer road axis. Sherifa Saleh reports.
This is the Bangante-Bazou road. The journey becomes a challenge at the Chaya Junction.
C'est trop gâté. C'est trop gâté. Avant, on mettait au moins 30 minutes. Actuellement, c'est 1 heure de temps.
The 17-kilometer stretch from Chaya to Bazou has become a nightmare for drivers and passengers alike. Deep potholes, large puddles, and overgrown vegetation along the road make passage difficult, often resulting in damaged vehicles and increased travel time. This deterioration has led to a rise in transport fares, with prices increasing from 800 to 1,000 CFA francs. Their impact is especially hard on traders who are already facing losses due to the added strain on their businesses.
Non, c'est très mauvais, cassé partout.
Bazou, known as one of the region's largest agricultural hubs, relies heavily on this road for the transport.
And this time we talk education, as teachers have risen up to commemorate the 30th anniversary of World Teachers' Day. They have carried out both pedagogic and extracurricular activities to mark the day that will be celebrated tomorrow. That is October 5. Hyacinth Chia now visited some of the schools in Yaoundé and highlights the preparations in this report.
At the government bilingual high school Collecton in Yaoundé, pedagogues are gearing up with preparations to celebrate the 30th edition of the World Teachers' Day. The fabric in 3 different colors visibly present and distributed to the teachers. And to strengthen their bond of solidarity, they have planned on activities like sport work, panel discussions on the theme of the day, and a friendly march with their students. Similar measures in this college, with all set for the D-Day.
First thing, we brought the lunch to all the teachers so they can behave very well during the celebration, to feel well as teachers, and we give them some measure to give them the possibility to teach well, to feel well in classroom.
Placed under the theme, valuing teachers' voice towards a new social contract for education. It is a call for the nation builders to step up their role.
And our duty as a teacher is very important. Such a way that if you don't train learners well, in the future, they might become bad citizens and they may not be competent. As you know that from some years ago, we talked about the CBA, la compétence, approche par les compétences, competence-based approach. That wants learners to be competent. They should know how to do things in the classroom situation and out of the classroom situation. So our role as teachers is to help them. So teachers are facilitators that help learners to build their competence because all of them are competent.
And as they commemorate the day on Saturday, October 5th, it is also an occasion to reflect.
Hyacinth reporting there. Thanks very much, Hyacinth. And on the sidelines of Teachers, the Cameroonian teachers are demanding more recognition through a new social contract with the administration. And despite facing numerous challenges in the exercise of their duty, they are seeking for their status to be improved upon. Morindi.
These lots of the chalkboard approach their profession with passion and dedication, driven by a strong sense of professionalism that compels them to achieve outstanding results. However, they are still awaiting for the acknowledgement of their rights and the signing of their teacher status.
A teacher is one of the most resourced persons in the society. They have an authorized voice as far as education is concerned. For this 30th edition, we have to valorize teachers towards a new social contract.
In these climates of demands, the celebration of World Teachers' Day takes a special significance. Teachers are reaffirming their commitment to education and expressing their desire for their profession to be valued. They hope that this day will serve as an opportunity to amplify their voices and highlight the crucial role they play in society.
Verily, the government fulfilled some of their promises, but a lot is yet to be done. Teachers are still on wait for the government to sign their particular status in the form of an appreciation for what we do in the society.
As the country gears up to honor these educators, the questions of recognizing their work remains at the forefront of their concerns. United in their struggle, Cameroonian teachers hope that meaningful change is on the horizon.
And let's talk culture now. 3 Cameroonian songs have been pre-selected for the 63rd edition of the Grammy Award. Mr. Leo and Princess Vinia are the authors of these songs that have been selected. Cynthia Latin now tells us more.
Mr. Leo and Princess Vinia are shortlisted for the 2025 Grammy Awards. The singer and producer Mr. Leo is in the race with 2 projects. His song titled Hear the Wind Sing, submitted in the Song of Social Change category, and his album Vibes, unveiled this year for the Global Music Album category.
Hear the wind sing, feel the melody, the sound of a million voices crying out.
Princess Vinia enters the competition with her song Babasin in the Best African Performance category. A first step that does not guarantee a definite space in the competition. The shortlisted titles are subjected to vote for validation.
Every member submits a project according to a category, and then there is a pre-selection, and then there is a vote again within the professional members that now determines if the project is a official or good for a nomination.
It should be recalled that Manu Dibango is the only Cameroonian who won the Grammy Award in 2010. Kosi, Libianca and Stanley Now ended at the pre-selection phase last year.
Oh, thanks very much, Cynthia Lattis. Closing our news with that cultural page, and of course we say good luck to Cameroonians who are risen up for the Grammy Awards. That was the news with me, Kejang Henry Atimbi, in which you got information that the town of Cambe actually was on the spotlight this October 4, as there was a massive demonstration of thousands of people who actually condemned what they call sabotage on architects of peace that is reigning in that locality, and of course how teachers are brazen to celebrate or commemorate World Teachers Day 2024. Wish you a wonderful evening. Goodbye. Lee PJ is coming up with the brief.
Canal 2 International, votre télévision. Vendredi sur Canal 2 International.
Canal 2 International rend hommage à Orgel Kensop, Mamiton de regrettée mémoire. Retour sur l'un de ses nombreux passages sur nos plateaux, notamment dans le cadre de l'émission Women Impact.
Je veux commencer par te dire, Mamiton n'a jamais été mariée.
Ok.
Mamiton a fait ses enfants, elle a fait 4 enfants, elle a élevé ses enfants seule.
Bravo!
Ils ont grandi, ils sont là. Mamiton est même grandi.